Welcome everybody. We're here with Real Estate Eve. Pretty excited to do this interview. She's a real estate investor from Toronto. She essentially started when she came here in Canada at 10 years old. She has worked in banks, helped with hedge funds, private equity, and really focused on the anti-money laundering side before becoming a real estate investor herself. She learned renovations through working with another renovation company, and that's where she got started with the project management side up until she realized she could do the flips on her own. And now she's really expanded her business, now doing short-term rentals in the United States and also residential and multi-units here in Canada. And she's also provides health benefit plans for entrepreneurs and investors. You guys are going to get a ton of value from her knowledge and this interview today. So how's it going, Eve?
It's been great. Thank you so much for having me here.
My pleasure. I guess to kind of get started, can you tell us a bit about yourself and your business?
I think you've covered a lot of the basics. Hi, everyone. My name is Eve. I've been in the real estate game for a couple years now. It's provided me a lot of experience and a lot of seasons. For every deal that I do, I'm constantly growing and learning. I really like creative financing, helping my investors as well as myself. I've raised a lot of funds to do deals, and I'm excited to do more. Because of my experience in real estate, a lot of people have approached me to teach them. What I really am genuine about is to actually deploy my capital that I make into real estate. And what does that look like for me? I didn't want to dive deep into creating an educational institution just like anybody else. I started learning a little bit more about the struggles of investors, and that's where it led to so many investors are so excited to quit their 9 to 5 jobs, but the last thing that they miss or they lose is their health benefit plans. And that's very true. Similar to myself, the concern of a lot of investors to even going full-time investor is because they probably have a family, they have kids, and things and accidents happen, right? The smallest things can cost a lot of money. I realize that a lot of investors go out and spend that money and get that education to become a really good real estate investor or having a really good business, but then they forget about themselves. They forget about their own health and what that looks like. And so whenever something happens, they're like, that's all right, I'll put it on my card, I'll put it on my own. But that's a pattern in a lot of investors. Hence, my consulting firm was born. And what I do is I specialize on entrepreneurs, self-employed people, investors, realtors, mortgage brokers, ones that could take advantage of this. And there is so many different plans out there, so many different variabilities. You don't really know what to look or choose for, or even how to create it for yourself the moment that it's in there. Consulting company essentially is done for you. It shows you from end to end. It gives you the technology in order for you to have that within your organization or your business. There's not really a lot of formal education on how this is done. There's so many things. If you want to get into real estate, there's so many different platforms, there's so many different angles, there's so many different coaches and mentors that could show you these things business wise. But this one small thing that's very important, which is our health, we don't really get the guidance for it as entrepreneurs. And honestly, you only get it from talking to other people. So I really want to create a hub where it's comfortable for people to reach out and say, hey, look, I'm ready to take that next step. I'm very interested on being able to have chiropractic care or dental work done, because everyone knows all real estate investors are doing YouTube nowadays.
Well, that's awesome. And I love how you really spent time and examined the difficulties and the struggles that other entrepreneurs and business owners have. If you're an employee, a lot of that healthcare benefit stuff's already done for you, right? It's like you
Yes.
get the job, you sign the paper, and then now you have benefits. Versus if you're an entrepreneur, real estate investor, there's so many things going on. And that I love the done for you model. Real
Yes.
estate investors and entrepreneurs, they're busy people, right? And
Yes.
it's so easy. I know so many that are just like, oh, I'll deal with it after, or when the dental bill comes, like, oh, I'll just make more money. But at the same time, I think that if people get educated and they see that there's a better way, you can get the real education and streamlined process to help you you out with that, then a lot of investors in real estate and even entrepreneurs would get tons of value from that. That's awesome.
Definitely.
Now,
Yeah.
how did you kind of get started in that health plan, healthcare benefits for entrepreneurs and business owners? I know you talked about it a little bit, but what was that like? It's that aha moment where this is it. Like, this is something that the market needs.
When it comes to like, oh my gosh, my teeth hurts, oh, I need to get glasses or whatever, it's one of those things that you forget. Like for myself, I didn't know that I actually needed to see a chiropractor. I was diagnosed with scoliosis and I was just like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe this. I am extremely fit. I am young. I am, at the optimal peak of my youth right now. Why do I have this? And then they're like, well, you got to go multiple times a month. And so we got to do this for a couple of months. Yes, I have funds coming in from everywhere, but that doesn't mean anything. Obviously, there's still that worry that's like, I have to spend money on this. And I get it. I get it that it's your health. And I get that, you could say, oh, she makes a lot of money. She should be able to spend on that. Anyone can spend on it at the end of the day, but like, do you really need to? Of course you need to, but having a health benefit plan removes that thing in your head saying that, okay, I can get this done. And it's going to be through the company and it's going to be taken care of and I don't need to worry about it.
No, that's awesome. It really, I think that's what would allow a lot of real estate investors and entrepreneurs have that peace of mind. These people are already worried about a million other things. Literally everything, right? So at least having
the market,
health,
the interest
right?
rates.
Yeah, market's changing, interest rates changing, and they're like, oh, I'll take care of health later. But even with my close friends that are also real estate investors and entrepreneurs, it's like, yeah, we understand that health is very, very important. It's like, hey, you should have a fitness plan, but there's less of that discussion around like the health plan, right? And it's like, why?
Why? Because they don't see it as important. Everyone sees financial freedom as important. Everyone sees passive income as important. Everyone sees network is your net worth. I'm sure you've heard that a million times. But what is all of this without your basic needs? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, absolutely.
It needs to be taken care of. Like, so many investors are putting it off. Like, oh, I don't need it right now. It's like, of course you don't need it right now. Do you need what you're doing right now? Do you need the wealth? Do you need to be making $20,000 on a flip, 30,000, 50,000? You don't need any of those. You're just doing it for your future. So why are you not investing in yourself right now for this?
Yeah, exactly. It's making sure that, hey, like no one needs insurance right now, but once you need it, that's when you're like, oh, I should have gotten it. But
there you go.
I guess specifically for real estate investors that are looking to really take care of their health and that of their families as well, what advice would you kind of give them? Like, what are the first steps that they could take?
Calming.
I love it.
Yeah, so let's book a call. Let's talk about it. Let's see where you are in your business. Let's see if this is something that's right for you. If this is ready. Don't make a decision to say, I don't think I'm not ready for it. At that point, you're an investor. What is an investor? An investor is someone who invests in things that gives them return. If you're investing in assets, you don't invest in yourself saying, I don't need this now. What is this conversation for? What are you doing all of this for? If there's a doubt in your mind saying, there's a chance that I probably need something, like orthotics, massage, I don't know, anything. Just start the conversation because no one else is going to start it for you. Let's book a call. Let's talk about it. Let's see what you need. And then let's look at it together and see if this is what you need right now. But there's no reason why you're going to sit there and say, I don't think I need it right now without knowing that it is what you need, right?
Awesome. Yeah, I love that where it's like, yeah, don't think that you don't need it. You gotta know, right? Especially with your future and your family's future.
Again, anything. It starts with a discussion, right? Let's open up the conversation and everything will be assessed on a case by case basis. Don't just make an assumption, right? Because you don't know what you don't know. Same reason why we all seek knowledge from everywhere, because there are those people that do know more things than we do, right? Because they did spend that time and energy, and we all believe in power team, like every single one of us, especially being investors. Add me to your power team.
Yeah, awesome. I love it. Where can people reach out to you?
Yeah, so you can reach out to my Instagram. It's ItsRealEstateEve. In my Instagram, there's a link there. You can book me on a call. or just DM me insurance. Okay. DM me that or health benefit plan, and then let's have a conversation, or go to my website, which is my investment firm, aslaninvesting.com, ASLANINVESTING.com. You could do contact us and just say interested in the health benefit plans.
Awesome. And we're going to put all that info down in the description below. So make sure that you guys hit Real Estate Eve up and get that health plan ready. Your future really depends on it. And I know right after this call, I'm going to book my call. And then tonight, basically, I'm going to be talking with my girlfriend there and kind of figuring out like, why do we got to do this?
Yes, of course. Thank you so much, Patrick. Thank you for
that was
everyone.
awesome. I learned so much. And then, yeah, hope you guys got some value out of that. Make sure to follow Real Estate Eve on her Instagram and her social medias. You can also follow myself as well. And then if you guys got value out of this, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and share this video. Who knows? Someone in your network most likely needs Real Estate Eve's services. So help them out, share the video, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.